all this time I'm out here blaming Tariq for everything. But it's clear to me now, you're the problem. It's always family and fucking business! What am I to you, huh? Your soldier or your fucking son?
So in this video, we're gonna go over a few confusing things with the Tejadas. Of course, we're gonna run through the Tejada split, mainly focusing on Cane's aspect of the story, and where this generally leaves his character with his family, because over the past few weeks and months, there's been some question marks surrounding Cane, and there was some evidence in episode 5 to tell us that Cane is the oldest out of the Tejada kids. But it also raises the question whether Cane is actually Monet's son, because of the ages of the kids, which we're going to run through in this video. So we're going to be running through Cane's age, the timeline of Monet's relationship with Lorenzo and Mecca, and the backstory to Monet and Cane's relationship, as well as diving deep on Lorenzo, Mecca, and the Tejada split. But of course, let's start with Cane's rap sheet, which a few of you guys wanted me to discuss, because it shows Cane's real date of birth. Now we know that Zeke is the son of Monet and Mecca, but this has to be discussed, because I don't think they showed us this by accident, or gave us Cane's date of birth by mistake. Now, we all know the original timeline of Power is a complete mess, and trying to work out the timeline of Power Book 2 Ghost isn't exactly any easier, because all the Power fans and you guys will always find the smallest of mistakes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, Cane's rap sheet reads 17th of October 1997, which of course makes Cane, aka Lorenzo Tejada Jr., 24 years old. Now, on the Power Universe wiki page, about a week or so ago, they had Cane's date of birth down as 6th of December 1999, which made him 22, but this was changed after episode 5. Now, as far as we know, Monet's only been with Lorenzo for 22 years, which was revealed to us in episode 2 in a conversation with Diana. Now, she had a thing with Dante Spears 24 years ago, and the big reveal in episode 4 was how Zeke was the son to Monet and Mecca. But if Zeke is Monet and Mecca's son, she had him before her relationship with Lorenzo, and should technically be the eldest. Now, Cane being 24 and Zeke being 23 doesn't make sense, because how can Monet have had Zeke with Mecca after Cane has already been born, who she had with Lorenzo? So this rap sheet paints a complete different story for Cane. It shows that Cane is the oldest out of the Tejada kids, and he's 24 years old, which goes past the time Lorenzo and Monet have been together, because they've only been together for 22 years. Now, there's always been question marks surrounding Cane because of the way he's been treated and how he's so different to his siblings, which we'll run through in this video, and a lot of people have always questioned who is his real father. But what if everybody was looking at it wrong? Is Cane even the son to Monet at all? Especially after it's been revealed that he was born in 1997. So the age that has been released for Cane has really thrown the timeline out the window, because Lorenzo and Monet have only been together for 22 years, and Cane is 24 years old. So if Cane isn't Mecca and Monet's son, could he be Lorenzo's son from a past relationship with someone else? It would definitely explain a hell of a lot in terms of the dialogue that was spoken in season 1, and I'm going to give you a few examples. In a conversation with Diana, Monet said to her that her and Drew, they were good kids. They were also good to Cane. She also warned him, after Drew was shot, that he should have been there for the family, and she won't hesitate to put him down next time. And because of his continued betrayal and him going against the family, Monet even said to Tariq, if Cane comes for you, you do what you have to do. This is the streets, and you have to protect yourself at all times. And this is when you really realized how Monet treated Cane. It was business first, family second. In season 1, it was very telling that the relationship that Monet had with Drew, Diana, and Zeke was very different to Cane, because she was a lot more overprotective over them, but she was very much focused on business. But her mood completely changed in season 2 because of Drew being shot. She put family first, but she does have a very funny way of showing it, because she always wants to remain in control, because that's what she is. She's controlling. But with Cane, she continued this business first, family second kind of attitude in this second season, especially when she told him to dig up Ramirez's body and let the cops find it, and that could have meant Cane going down for the murder of Ramirez, but she said it is what it is, you made your bed and you have to lie in it, and basically deal with the consequences. Now, do you think for 1 second, if Drew or Diana was in this situation, she'd be ready to give them up? I don't think so. So Monet has always treated Cane like more of a soldier than a son, like someone who's more expendable. Again, she was willing to sacrifice Cane for the greater good, because Zeke is her golden child and her way out of the game. Now, Cane and Monet, they are both to blame for the relationship that they have. Cane for going against the family on more than one occasion, and Monet for raising him the way she did and not showing enough faith in him. She even mentioned that it's her fault that he turned out the way he did. The way he's been treated by Monet pushed him to betray the family and going against Tariq. But finally, after all this time, Cane even recognized what Drew and Diana realized, that Monet's been the problem all along and not Tariq. He realized that his anger was directed at the wrong person, because all Tariq has ever done is be there for the Tejadas in a time of need when they had nobody to move their weight. Because they couldn't do any business with the GTG because of their lifestyle and them posting on social media, Tariq was there to pick up their business, and Tariq's system worked. It was quiet, it was low-key, they remained invisible, and they remained off the streets because of course correct. And Cane even admitted to Mecca that Tariq's system works, but his anger was directed towards Tariq because he thought he was the problem, coming to the Tejada family and taking his place, when in fact, it's Monet who's never really given Cane this respect that he's always wanted from her, which is why we're now seeing him seek this respect and position from Mecca. Just look at the way Mecca is treating Cane, like more of a father figure and someone who's willing to listen to him and his problems. Mecca said, hey, listen, you can talk to me, it's me. And this is where Cane opened up to Mecca about how he was being treated differently to Tariq St. Patrick. Of course, we know Mecca has other motives for Cane and the Tejadas, but this is what Cane's wanted from Monet all along. And Monet doesn't know it, but she's responsible for pushing Cane into Mecca's path and pulling the powdered sugar move and forcing Cane's hand because she wouldn't accept him back even though he found a new connect. So that's the story on Cane and his turbulent relationship with Monet with his age cleared up, and whether there's a huge twist that's coming our way with Cane, let's wait and see, because honestly, it really wouldn't surprise me anymore because of how they've revealed Zeke is Monet and Mecca's son. Now, all of this would only make the Tejada split and divide even more worse, because we know the Tejada family are going to be torn apart in the second half of the season. We can all see it coming from a mile away, with the way Lorenzo will take back control from Monet, and Cane is a wild card, as it is. You just never know what he's going to do, and whose side he's going to pick. Especially because Lorenzo sees Drew as the natural successor to the family business, and we're going to see him being the second in command to Lorenzo. Diana's always been daddy's girl, so we can expect both of them to side with Lorenzo. So if Cane's thinking the leader of their organization is back, is going to solve his problems, I think he should think again. And this is why he's going to be even more unpredictable than he already is. Will he accept Lorenzo's position? Will he then side with Monet after realizing Lorenzo prefers Drew? Or will he decide to stick with Mecca, the person who's opened his doors to his house, his life, his people, and himself to Cane? And the reason why I mentioned earlier on in the video how Mecca spoke to Cane the way he did, he wanted him to open up to him and feel comfortable where he could talk to him about anything and all his problems. But Mecca's someone who already knows everything. He's not stupid, he's ex-military, and he's someone who would have already done his background research on Monet and the Tejadas. He told Monet in episode 2 that Nene Stewart wasn't bringing up any results until he found Monet Tejada. Now, this is a man who has all the chess pieces in the exact positions that he wants them at this stage in Power Book 2 Ghost Season 2. But a move which he is not expecting, that's going to take him by a complete surprise, is Lorenzo being released from prison, because he's come out quickly and quietly, and with him holding this relationship and loyalty with the GTG, you can bet he's going to find out what's been going on the outside from Lil Guap. Now, I'm sure sooner or later, he's also going to find out about Monet's relationship with Mecca, who she only knows as Dante Spears, and I'm sure Diana would have been keeping him informed on what's been happening with their family and how Monet's always mysteriously been disappearing. Yesterday I raised the point about Monet not doing enough to get Lorenzo out of prison because she wanted to keep control, and it actually makes sense as to why Lorenzo kept his release a secret from Monet as well, because he doesn't trust Monet and he didn't want to sabotage his release. So just how we talk about Mecca knowing more than he shows, I think Lorenzo knows more than he's letting on as well, because his daddy's girl Diana would have definitely told him a lot more. So there is a lot more twists and turns to come with this war between Lorenzo and Mecca, this Tejada split, and Cane being sandwiched right in the middle. And I think there's going to be a lot more secrets to be revealed in the second half of the season. This whole Cane situation could be one of them, because I don't think they've shown his age by accident. There is definitely a reason why he's 24 years old, and there's a reason why Mecca's taken an interest in Cane so much. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Drop me your thoughts on whether you think Cane is Monet's son, because something is not matching up, so there is something definitely off. But anyway guys, drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section on everything Cane and the Tejadas. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 2 Ghost and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.